prison that I call myself. Pull me from the confines of my timid shell. Love I left behind me, heart I put to rest. It's still troubled sailing in an empty chest.
How's it look?
Delicious.
Yeah? How's yours look? So we're gonna eat and then we're gonna come to you and we're gonna talk to you about 6 months with Tandy. We got a lot of information and a lot of experience. It was a good breakfast.
It was a good breakfast.
Learning that Blackstone, but I have a feeling that I'm gonna end up doing more cooking. Anyway, so we had a good breakfast and now we're gonna talk to you about 6 months and 1 week with Tandy.
Our 2021 East to West Tandara 385 mid-bunk.
She's a big girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have over 12,000 miles with Tandy, so a lot of experience with her. So we're gonna talk about some of the things we love, some of the things that we
Don't quite love as much.
Yep. And some of the things we'd like to see changed or have changed.
And then some of the warranty work that we've had to have done.
Yeah, the big issues. So stick around for those. We got birds, we have rabbits, we got everything running around.
Children.
Children. It's a campground, right? We're camping.
This is the RV life.
Mm-hmm. So, like Susanna said, we've had Tandy for 6 months now. We got her in January after kind of an 8-month dry spell, I guess you could say, because Casper had a little incident.
And then couldn't get him fixed for a long time.
We thought he was actually going to get totaled, and we needed to get our life back. I mean, we sold everything and got on this lifestyle of travel.
Right.
And we were also supposed to be starting our overseas travel in 2021, but because of COVID.
That didn't happen, obviously.
Yep.
So we've kind of pushed that out to 2023, and we wanted to live a little bit more comfortably. So we got Tandy.
And we wanted some space. We have 2 other kids that don't travel with us, but when they come visit, Kirsten's 5'11", and Matt's like, was he almost 6'3" now?
Yeah.
And so when he was with us in our other trailers, his feet were like dangling over the edge of the bed.
Yeah.
I had to sleep on the floor when Kirsten came. So we wanted to do it right, and so we decided to get Tandy, which was kind of a risk.
So after 6 months of travel and 12,000 miles, we've kind of learned a little bit about Tandy.
Mm-hmm. So we're gonna start off with the things that we love about Tandy. And
the color
Tandara
scheme.
Artesian maple.
It's very light and bright interior. So when you walk in, the space may be small, but with the lighter colors, it really makes it look a lot bigger.
Yeah. So east to west kind of went away from, the dark browns and the browns and the tans and the browns and browns, just so much browns. And you've got this nice light pattern, and then there's lights everywhere inside.
I mean, I think there are 28 lights in the living kitchen area alone.
Yeah, she actually counted.
Yep. We like the layout. The layout is awesome. We actually saw a 320 rear living on our way across the U.S. to Washington before we bought Tandy, and that's kind of what sold us.
Yeah, it was like,
Tandara.
man, if it's this great in the front and the back, and you just add a mid bunk, it's going to be great. So for those of you that don't know, we actually bought Tandy sight unseen.
Yep.
Which is kind of crazy, and we took a risk on her. We really did. Like I said, we still have Casper. He's for sale right now. But do we want to jump into a fifth wheel? Do we want to buy a fifth wheel sight unseen? So it was a big risk. But that, like she said, the layout. I mean, you go inside and you've got this amazing living area with, we've got a 3-person couch. We have
the theater seating.
A kitchen
A kitchen island. it's really a big dining table with the chairs instead of the booth. So, it makes it much easier to live in. The other thing is the storage. I mean, it's crazy amount of storage. The pantry is a double-walled pantry, double-doored pantry. Double-doored. And, I mean, we really can store like 2 or 3 weeks of food in there.
Yeah, it's great to walk up to it and open up the doors and go, what shall we have?
What shall we have today? And then the refrigerator is huge. We can, I mean, depending on which one you get, we got the dual propane electrical refrigerator, so it's a tiny bit smaller than the residential fridge that you can have in there.
Yeah.
But still awesome.
We got the propane one because we were like, we're going to do boondocking. But it turns out we have finally figured out after 2 years we're kind of glampers.
Yeah.
So we don't really boondock.
Dockers. We do it sometimes, but not a lot.
But we have the option.
But then, I mean, there's storage, immense storage in the whole living area. Not to mention the bathroom. I mean, you can fit
We've got these
weeks worth of supplies
cubbies that are like this deep.
Yep.
And there's, 4 or 5 of them in there?
Yep.
You've got storage underneath. You've got the medicine cabinet. And then, speaking of the bathroom, the shower is
big. It has a seat.
Around.
He can sit down and shave his legs and,
I don't shave. Anyway, and then, the storage kind of goes into the bedroom as well. You've got storage underneath the king bed.
Yep. A massive master closet. Tons of storage. And then 2 giant dresser drawers, which we've never had a dresser before, so that's pretty cool.
Not in an RV. We had plenty of dressers in our house.
Right, yeah. You know what I mean.
But really, it was like just when you walk inside the trailer and you go...
You can feel that it's home.
Yeah.
But there are things that we don't love.
There's not a whole lot, though.
Only, 2 sections, really. And, it's unfortunate because it's why we waited and got this one anyway. But the bunkhouse, the bunk isn't really wide enough for Corbin. It's 5 feet, and he's just a hair under 5 feet, so he can't sleep in the bunk. So we end up folding the bunk up and pulling the couch out because the couch folds into a bed, so he sleeps on that every night, which, actually works out well for him. It does make it a little bit cramped in the bedroom because you can't open and close the door.
Yeah, it's a pain, every day, back and forth and back. But it is, you can do it with a finger because it's so light. Yeah, it's really light,
and actually he does it now, so it's very easy for him. Above the bunkhouse is the loft,
That's
which
our
Corbin
second
also
thing
likes the loft, but for the loft, it's so shallow that Corbin's the only one that can get in and out of it. So,
I've tried.
We've tried it. It's very embarrassing to try to get up there, and you're like, I can't, no matter what I do, I can't maneuver into the loft. So it's great for storage, so we do have some stuff up there, but it's also, he's got a little cubby up there where he, hangs out.
He's up there with a blanket right now. It's like 88 degrees outside already in the morning. It's supposed to be
but it's like 63 inside, so he's cold.
Yeah.
If the loft was a little bit deeper, I think it would be a little bit better, because Matt's not going to be able to get up there. He might be able to slither because he's so thin, but I don't know.
I don't think so.
He's too tall.
Yeah. Okay, so just so you're aware, we're going to preface the rest of this with the fact that East to West has been phenomenal. They listen to their customers. We're in a bunch of Facebook groups, and East to West is in there as well. And so when a customer posts like, hey, I've got this problem, East to West sends them a message and says, hey, we just sent you an instant message. Please send us your phone number. We want to talk. They make changes based off of issues that have come. We've talked with them a lot, and they've changed garbage.
We've got them on speed dial.
Yeah, we're not going to give you their numbers, but we know them, and they listen. And our other RVs, we didn't get that.
No.
So
they're very personable.
Yes,
that's what I would say.
Even with the issues that we've had with Tandy, we know they're going to get fixed.
Mm-hmm.
And Tandy, you may not know this also, she was number 127 in the Tandara line out of the building. So obviously, that's a new product, new line. There are issues, and they're kind of working through those. But so we're going to talk about some of the things that we'd like to see changed in future models. Hint, East to West.
Or some things that we changed.
Yeah.
Just because we're full-time living, and maybe, it might work for other people, but it's not what we wanted or liked. So, so these are just, I don't know.
So
for us.
Yeah. So that we'll start in the bunkhouse. So the bunkhouse came with this little pop-up, they call it a desk. It was just a flip-up table, but you almost had to stand at it.
Yeah, so we ended up removing that, and we replaced it with a 6 cube storage shelf so that it's got the little bins that you slide in and out. So Corbin is able to store actually a lot more stuff in there, and he's able to set his entertainment gear on top.
We also added. We went to Home Depot and we measured the cabinet in Corbin's room and added some more shelves. We added more shelves in the pantry as well. So
yeah, just for storage,
yeah.
you know, for Corbin, so we can have the different sections of clothes, which made it easier because, you know, he doesn't need I'm not going to hang any clothes in there. It wasn't really tall enough to hang clothes, but it had a bar. But we removed it and put shelves in there instead.
And then moving to our bedroom, the big thing that we changed, RVs come with terrible mattresses. Unless you are in like one of the wicked high-end ones, you end up with this thing, and they call it a platinum, or they're high-end.
Or they're premium.
But after 2 weeks,
it's
they're
not
all
premium anymore.
Yeah, so we swapped it out with the mattress we had in Casper, which is, we had it handmade in Boise. I know that sounds fancy, but it was cheaper than a regular mattress was.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. You just kneel on it and your body goes,
please, lay down, go to sleep. So yeah, really nice. The master closet. So we realized, you know, the closet is set up so you can have a washer and dryer in there. It's got the hookups on the left-hand side. But we wish that there was more, either more shelving or dresser drawers or something in there to make it so it's not just this big massive, because when we drive our stuff slides back and forth.
Oh, hey, getting a little breeze here.
But
so we did have a slight change inside the closet, but that's because we had our stuff on there and it actually busted the bar off. So we put a 2x4 in there, and now it looks nice. It's got the artesian maple around it, so we have a center thing in there. But again, we would love to see some type of shelves. If the washer dryer setup is on the left side, why can't you put some type of shelving on the inside, on the right side? You know, things like that. The other thing that we would love to see changed is also in the bedroom, and it's the dresser. So we have
it's nice to have a dresser, but these drawers are the entire length of the master bedroom, so they're very shaky, wobbly. You can't open them very well. It'd be nice to see 4 drawers instead of 2.
Yeah, just split it.
Yeah, just
4
split
drawers. So simple thing.
Yep.
All right, and then as you move back down the hallway, I think something that really needs to get changed is the ladder to the loft, because it's round rungs, right? And I think that's the thing that Corbin hates is
his feet hurt when he climbs up and down.
Like an old man.
Maybe if they were flat, you know, you pull it out, measure so they're flat, it'd be easier to get up and down. So.
Okay, so the next thing on our list of things to change is kind of a big thing, is one of the big issues, but it's also something that they can't really do anything about right now, is heating. So the living area has one duct, the entire living area, one duct. But there's one in the bedroom, one in the bathroom, one in the bunkhouse, and then one kind of in the stairs by the door. So what happens is it gets like 80 some odd degrees in the bedroom, and it'll be 60 in the living area. So we'd love to see some more ducts added, either around like the island or underneath the pantry, so it pushes more airflow and then divert some of that airflow from the furnace. Now we actually went to eTrailer.com and found their vents that you can actually close or angle, and we replaced the master bedroom, the bathroom, and Corbin's bunkhouse duct with them, so we can close them, and that's helped.
They're louvered. Louvered. So you can close one side, or you can close the whole thing, or you can, whatever you want to do with it.
I guess the next big thing really is
the air conditioning in the bunkhouse. So there's only one air conditioning vent in the bunkhouse. It gets really warm. So I think the other side of the bunkhouse should have a vent as well.
Inside the bunkhouse, there's one duct. And so we took that off because we weren't getting a whole lot of airflow, and we realized that the air flows past it. So we kind of created a little a divert to help get that air in there. And then also inside the trailer, we added the RV airflow product, which it's
awesome.
A total game changer.
Yep.
And it increased the airflow in his bedroom by, I think it was 50%. So we are getting more airflow, it's staying cooler. If we didn't have that product, I think that bunkhouse would just be too hot to put him in. He'd be sleeping out in the living room.
Yeah.
So those are the things we'd like to see changed. And again, some of those are preferences. We've done other things, a lot of little things, but they're things that work for us. We do tell East to West about them, and East to West listens.
So, I mean, the next topic is warranty work. You know, at 12,000 miles, you would expect that there might be some problems, but really, it started on day one.
Yeah, definitely. And so again, we this is our third RV, so we know that RVs have issues. Every RV, especially new ones, have issues. We just didn't expect to have to be in for warranty work or repairs. Next week will be 6 times in just over 6 months. So some of those are product, some of them are not East to West fault at all. It's from someone else that installed something on our RV and did not do it well, and there's damage.
Or some of it is COVID related. You know, they were expecting a certain product to come in, and instead they were sent inferior products because they needed the products.
Yeah, like our seals.
Our seals were inferior, and you know, with them popping out all the time, which she's going to talk about right now.
So again, the stuff at the beginning of this, if you go back and watch our 1,000-mile break-in video, and we'll put it up here, you'll see as far as like the brackets or the legs for the stabilization, and this issue has all been fixed because it was a manufacturing issue and transport, but they fixed a lot of these issues. So we actually took Tandy to the factory in April of this year, and she spent 9 days there, and they went over, I like to say stem to stern, I think it sounds cool, stem to stern. They went over the whole thing, made a lot of things better. Front to back.
Left to right,
top to bottom. Anyway, they did a whole bunch of things. But one of the things that we are dealing with right now that is coming up and is going along is the suspension, the axles, tires, and stuff. So when we were at the factory, I asked them, hey, can you pack the bearings for us? And when a Dexter guy actually came out and he found one of the brakes was broken, so they replaced all 4. Well, 2,000 miles later, I noticed that the tires were not wearing evenly, and we are religious with tire pressures. We have a TPMS, and so we took it to a place in Sedona, and the guy said, well, yeah, your bearings, I need to repack them. So he repacked the rear ones, because those are the ones that were bad, and then he found out that our leaf springs were fatigued and needed to be replaced. They were in a
W shape.
Yeah, they were in a W shape, which is not normal. So working with East to
and
West.
And we're not overweight.
No, we're not, by the way.
We're not. We're underweight. So.
Our axles are 1,000 pounds under their weight.
Yep.
Good call on that. It's not us. It's you.
So.
Anyway, so worked with East to West, worked with Dexter Axle, and Dexter sent new leaf springs to a place in Vegas because we were on the move. When we were in Vegas, they replaced the leaf springs, but they also said, hey, your front axle's bent. We don't know how this happened. We don't take her off road. We haven't hit major potholes. So that continued to wear the tires. And again, we've been working with East to West, Dexter Axle, and we had to replace the tires at 12,000 miles.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to do that. So Dexter's working with us on a tire issue.
They're going to pay for 2 of them.
Yep.
So that's good.
And then next week, we are going to go get, Dexter's replacing the axles because a trailer under a year. We don't know. Maybe just got 11. I don't know. But they're going to fix the axles. So
they're going to replace both of them with full new leaf springs, brakes, everything. So, you know, that's good on them. Because that's extra money for them since they already replaced the leaf springs. They're going to give us new ones anyway.
Yeah. And then the other issue that we're going to get fixed on Tuesday, we had slide-out toppers put on by a company in Connecticut that we dropped off for warranty work. They did absolutely none of the warranty work, but they sure as hell took our $2,500 for slide-out toppers. And they may not have been installed properly. So it's actually sitting on the T-molding, and the T-molding is bowing out and causing damage to the trailer. But that company they owned up to it, and they have set up a place for us to go here in Bend, and they're going to get all that fixed and pay for it. So it's these things that have come up and taken away from some of the joy of RVing.
But they're all getting fixed.
Yep.
And you know, the only thing we've had to pay so far is for new tires. So
only half a set.
Half a set. Yeah.
So we wish we didn't have that many issues, but one thing I think that makes it bearable, number one, is it's RV life.
Right. You know, things happen, and where we're full time, things happen faster than they would for somebody that's part time.
Definitely. But it's also the customer service and the support that East to West has given us, and again, in these groups that we're in, we see them giving it to other people. It's not just because we happen to video things.
No, it's everybody.
They want a good product. So, all right, so with all the things we love, the things that maybe we don't love so much, and the issues and whatnot, the big question is, would we do it again?
Yes. In a heartbeat. You know, we love this. You know, we love the space. We love the, just the feel of it. It's home. You know?
Yeah, but again, this was a very risky decision for us. I mean, financially, but again, we thought Casper was going to get totaled, and now he's sitting for sale. So if you're looking for a 2020 Keystone Cougar 31 BHKWE,
RV Trader,
RV
Worcester,
Trader,
Mass.
Worcester, Mass. He's in beautiful shape, but yeah,
He's got a new butt.
He does have a new butt, and tons of other options that we added on there.
Yep.
So, yeah, Tandy has been. She's got her issues, just like everything else in life, but we love having her. It has made our quality of life so much better. We enjoy being able to go to our spaces, and knowing that we're going to be RVing until 2023 now because of COVID. This just kind of has like that peace of mind. So if you got any questions or comments about Tandy or our experiences or warranty work or anything, just leave us a comment down below. Make sure you hit the thumbs up, and hit the thumbs up, and the thumbs up, and the subscription button.
Yep, and the notification bell so you know when a new video is coming out.
Yeah.
And remember,
Life's an adventure.
hop on.
Thank you for watching. We'd love to share our journey with you, so hit that subscribe button and also the notification bell so you know when a new video is uploaded. And don't forget to leave your comments down below and hit the like button.